Ascendant Order on one side, Yagra on the other. Jakarn, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Don't think you can get the drop on me, whoever you are. Your timing is impeccable as ever. Did the Covenant send you? I could use some help with the mess Jakarn has left me this time. An old associate of mine has gotten himself into a heap of trouble. Bad habit of his, but this time, it looks like more than I can handle. I need to retrieve the items he was carrying and rescue the fool if Lady Luck still has a shine on him. Some kind of diplomatic correspondence. A letter and a medallion. All I know is I'm being well paid to risk my neck for it, and you will be too, if you don't mind crossing these Ascendant Order troublemakers. So, you in? I did some scouting around the cove. It looks like this is the only entrance to the Ascendant Order's hideout that isn't secure. Unfortunately, the reason for that is a lot of angry Yagra trying to claw their way in. We'll have to push through. Besides the pompous name, not much. Before this job, I had never heard of them. They claim to be influential people from each alliance who oppose the Three Banners War, but membership is anonymous. This is the first I've heard of them taking action. Aside from releasing some strongly worded condemnations, the Order hasn't really done anything. Does intercepting Jakarn signal them switching from talk to action, or is this just the first we noticed? They might be setting this place up as a base. Just some old ruins, so far as I can tell. Not the worst place for a secluded hideout if it weren't crawling with Yagra. Too far from any shipping lanes for pirates to bother with, though. Whatever they're after, it's not plunder. Nasty breed of deep-sea crustacean. They make dregs seem like purring kittens. It's rare to find them on land, so it's just our luck that there's a whole brood foaming at the jaws to get into that ruin. But I suppose they're doing us a favor. There's not much more to tell than I already explained. I was hired to recover Jakarn and what he was carrying after he never arrived at his destination. I tracked him and his captors here. Now we're gonna finish the job so I can get paid. Ha! I could make a career of it if I thought I had the patience. I'm still not sure how Jakarn got entangled with this whole affair, but you can be sure a pretty face is involved. Let's just hope the poor fool is still alive. Besides the pompous name, aside from releasing some strongly worded condemnations, the Order hasn't really done anything. Just some old ruins, so far as I can tell. Not the worst place for a secluded hideout if it weren't crawling with Yagra. Ascendant Order, Abyssal Cabal. Maybe we can toss an average assembly in for good measure. Look, I don't know what that means, and I don't think I want to. All that matters is Jakarn and what he was supposed to deliver. Turning trouble into a profit, and aiding the Daggerfall Covenant as best I can, as usual. And pulling that idiot Jakarn's arse out of the fire more often than I'd like. I'd leave him to roast, but that sweet talk of his does drum up good leads.
This is gonna be fun. try this roll out. Come on.
Supplicants detected. Commencing evaluation. Analysis at 2/3 efficiency. Extreme protocols.
After all those ages, to what do I owe this favor? Here, creature, a sample of what awaits you if you continue as you have. And look for my sigil. Mark it, and my servants will come to your aid.
scale is high. That might be the ugliest thing I've ever laid eyes on. Glad I didn't make a meal of you. There's still a lot of Yagra ahead, but their attention is on the Order. Now's our chance to slip through. You seem comfortable with the direct approach. I'll keep scouting for signs of Jakarn. It's a real mess beyond that door. Looks like the Yagra and the Order have been butchering each other for days. Make good use of that chaos unless you want to wind up another floater in the cove. I managed to squeeze through some cracks in the reef while you had the Yagra's attention. Nearly drowned twice, but I found a way under the perimeter. Good thing, too. That door was barred from the other side. I doubt the Ascendant Order would be keeping a prisoner close to the fighting. He'll be deeper in the ruins. Not sure where, but with any luck I can sniff him out. Jakarn wears his cologne like he bathes in it.
Big mistake. Try to keep moving.
First the dumb sea creatures, and now these fools. March them to chum!
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right? Again, who hired you to deliver this?
You know, I can't recall. Must have been those knocks to the head.
Perhaps a few more will jog your memory.
The longer you stall, Jakarn, the more likely I take what I have and leave you chained up for the Yagra. Think on that.
They're here for the prisoner. Take them out, or Saradel will have us.
creature. Come, free me from my ruin and reap the rewards.
Condition met. Trial by combat initiated. Inhibitors breached. Black Sea contingency commenced.
Such a formidable creature. Perhaps you have no need for my gifts, but I offer them all the same. Onward and without fear, creature. In times of great need, I will save you from peril.
You thought I'd crack that soon? I'm Jakarn. The Colleen?
Keep your voice down.
Enough squeaking, little rat. Oh, a few more pests to play with.
That was absolutely not my fault.
I'll unlock Jakar. You deal with the guard. Got it.
That was rougher than a night at the Ebony Flask, and much less fun.
Grab your delivery and a shirt, and let's get out of here.
What if I could, love? Veralian took the letter and medallion when I was captured, and I don't know where my shirt is.
Do you have any idea where they were taken?
Either with him or his right hand, Cyrodiil, I wager.
See if you can track down those two. I'll babysit Jakarn for now. He's in no condition to fight. I figured we wouldn't find everything all together, but I dared to hope. We should find Veralian and Cyrodiil and take back what they stole, but be careful. I recognize the name Veralian, and it brings nothing good to mind. I've seen the tide wash him up in worse shape. He'll be fine. I just wouldn't count on him to pull his weight. Not that he could to begin with. That name belongs to an elf who ran a fleet of ships for the Veiled Harridans. Heard all sorts of tall tales about how he terrorized the Elmeri shipping lanes. Some claimed he used griffins to swoop down and shred the sails of his victims. It's no lie that the High Elves train griffins for war, though I've never seen one attack a ship at sea. If this is the same Veralian, we'd be wise to keep an eye to the skies.
I can always count on you when I'm in a bind. Good to see you again. All I know is my employer said it was imperative to deliver them to someone in Somerset discreetly. No one was supposed to know I was even carrying them. I don't know who these Ascendant Order people even are, but they're well informed. They want to know who I was making the delivery to, so I guess they don't know everything. Lucky for me. I don't get the feeling they'd have kept me alive otherwise. What are a few lumps by comparison? One moment, I was enjoying a leisurely voyage to Somerset on a cushy merchant vessel, courtesy of my employer. And the next, I'm being dragged through this ruin with a thundering headache. There was this noise, I think, before it all went dark. It was this unholy screeching, like the world's largest seagull was coming for my potato fritters. It might have been my imagination, or the knock on the head. I was out cold before I could even take a look. But still better than most, right? Luckily, they spared my face most of the punishment. Must be that high elf appreciation for beauty. And don't worry your pretty little head over me. It'll take more than a few love taps to sink old Jakarn.
Too strong! Regroup!
Let me go!
See? We've nothing to fear from bloody fish monsters.
In no mood for more intruders.
Get a load of this.
Well, well. Look what washed into our Yagra trap. You can surrender or you can become bait. Choose.
Careful,
Hoping you'd put up a fight! Catch me if you can! Gotcha! Otters, let's fly! You're tougher than you look! Soldiers, soften them up! You're just leaving more for your friends to step on! Soldiers! Full assault!
Don't underestimate us!
A new era is upon us! You can't fight it! Try dodging this! You'll be spinier than the Yagra before it's over! Something wrong?
Ooh, a tough one.
Coralian, I have failed.
Jakarn, wait.
See, Colleen? They already dealt with Cyrodiil. I owed her a lump or two. Aha! She had the letter. No sign of the medallion, though. Veralian must have kept it on him. Come on.
If you run off again, so help me, I'll break your knees.
Since when are you so concerned about my well-being? Have you finally gone sweet on me, Colleen?
I'm sweet on the gold I'm owed for bringing you back alive. You can get killed on your own time.
Damn! They broke the seal on it. I'm sure to hear about that later. Hey! No peeking! I was hired in confidence. For my discretion. My employer might be willing to forgive me if I can convince her that the only people who ever saw this letter won't be speaking about it ever again. A very special lady. Very pretty. Very rich. That's all you need to know. This debacle is gonna blacken her adoring eye if I don't go above and beyond to save face. A little embellishment couldn't hurt. And a lot of flattery.
Good work with Cyrodiil. If he had taken much longer, this idiot probably would have gotten himself skewered trying to play hero. Start searching for Veralian. I'll keep Jakarn on a short leash.
settling, preparing to abjure.
If you only knew how long I have waited for this moment. Yet there is one final shackle upon me. Break it and bathe in my gratitude. Along your path I leave tokens of my gratitude. Gather them unto yourself and reap their blessings.
Hold up. These aren't some old soggy papers. These belong to the Ascendant Order. Looks like plans. Viralians trying to turn this into a griffin hatchery for the Order.
And here I thought they set up this whole hideout just for me.
Still not big enough to contain your ego.
They must at least mention me. Let me look. Hey, my gear! Much better. Was feeling a bit clammy in all this damp.
This cinches it. This Viralian is the same one who was working for the Veiled Harridans. Guess he found himself a new outfit. No sign of the medallion, but these papers are probably worth something to the right buyer. Griffin pedigrees, promissory notes, coded communications. Nothing relating to Jakarn's business. Our employer might have some idea how to make use of this information, so long as they're willing to pay for it.
Well, this little development should help paint myself in a better light. Being abducted is embarrassing. Being abducted by griffins? That's an adventure. Corallian, I believe you have something of mine.
Oh, you are prideful for an errand boy. Come and take it.
Oh, bet your arse I will. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Reopened your wounds, didn't you? Would you take care of Aurelian while I mummify this idiot? Thanks.
Swoop and destroy!
Nothing will.
Both the sea and sky are at my command! The Ascendant are like the tides, inexorable.
Here's the Ember Special.
For all this trouble, that medallion better be here.
This bag looks promising. What did I tell you? We can pretend this little detour never happened.
It's gonna take a lot of bribery for me to forget this, Jakar.
I'm sure I would have found my way out of that eventually. But you spared me a lot of embarrassment and dislocated joints. Thanks to you, I can return to my lady a hero deserving of her tender mercies. I'm close to everyone, just closer to some more than others. It's my gift of charisma. Sometimes a curse when jealousy rears its ugly head. I saw this lady in need and did what I do best. Now, she has more to be satisfied with than just my company.
Well, that's Jakarn, the letter, and the medallion all in hand. I'll admit, I thought getting out of here with all three was a long shot. Probably would have been, if you hadn't shown up when you did. I wish more of my crew pulled weight like you. This operation of theirs, anyway. Those documents I took suggest the Ascendant Order is a lot bigger than this group of buccaneers, but that's not our problem. Here's your cut of the job, plus a little thank you from me. I'm sure our friend here would agree.
I think I can convince my enchanting lady friend to provide an appropriate bonus, if we regale her with a tale of our heroics. Particularly, my heroics.
I'll say you were the second incarnation of Palinol Whitestrake if it fills my pockets. You're welcome to take your leave. Getting Jakarn back to my ship and onto his destination shouldn't be a problem after the beatings you gave to the Order and those Yagra. I'd offer you a ride, but I'm chartered to get him delivered straight away. That's right. She came to me after she got word that Jakarn's ship was attacked. She thought I could be trusted, since I have history with Jakarn. That much is true, even if she's otherwise a poor judge of character. Exhausting. Jakarn's a handful at the best of times, but he's still trustworthy enough. In this cutthroat business, that makes him worth the trouble he causes most of the time. Still, I'll be glad to have him out of my hair for a while after this.
I'm sure I would have found my way out of that eventually. But you spared me a lot of embarrassment and dislocated joints. Thanks to you, I can return to my lady a hero deserving of her tender mercies.
Now stand upon the plates. Focus your will upon them. Release me from this cage. At last. Creatures, you have done well, and all that was yours is now